Hi everybody. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about the film called Face Off. This movie was actually one of the best action movies I've seen in a really long time, even though it's not like brand new or anything, but a lot of people have seen this one, and I haven't. It has Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, and they're like mortal enemies in this film. I thought that this was crazy awesome, and I was extremely impressed. It was very different, so it definitely got points for originality. So I gave that about a 4. The acting at first was just, kind of average, but as it got into this story, I actually saw that everyone did a really, really good job, especially John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. This is probably some of the best acting I've seen from either of them, because they both had to play 2 different roles in the same film, and they did a really, really good job. Visuals. Now this movie, because it's an action movie, a lot of the story was told very visually, and it was very successful in that aspect. It was directed by John Woo, who's very famous for his very visual storytelling. There's a lot of slow motion and some interesting things. Like he's very artistic, and where like there's a pivotal moment of the movie, and then there would be slow motion and birds flying around everywhere, which is kind of funny if you notice that, but it's really kind of beautiful at the same time. There was this like really nice showdown in the church, and it just added to the epicness that is Face Off. So I would say visuals, like this cinematography was pretty darn good. Lighting could have been pushed a little bit more, but there's some good stuff in there, so I'd give that a 4. And then editing was good. It was functional, a little bit invisible, but which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I feel like it could have been pushed more. It was good editing, so it gets a 3. And the writing, oh my god. This movie had such a good story. And I've noticed that the thing with action movies, to make them like successful and kind of leave the audience with something that they're really going to care about and want to see again, is that you have to make it feel like a larger than life kind of movie, like a crazy situation that you could almost not even picture yourself in. You really felt everything that they were going through, especially John Travolta. It was just such a personal hit to home. And I think that it really is the key to good action movies, is it has to be epic but personal. The dialogue and everything, wasn't amazing, and the story wasn't absolutely incredible, but it was really, really, really good. So I give that a 4 too. So in general, after adding up the score and everything, this film got a 7.4, and that's pretty accurate to me. I would definitely watch this movie again, and I highly recommend it to anyone who hasn't already seen it. But that's my review of Face Off.